How's it going? Another, this was a sort of unscheduled whatnot. We, we are trying our old way one more time with the computer to see if it lasts a while. So here we try. Hey, good afternoon. Glad you could make it. Woo woo. All right. Let me get all this set up. We've got 2 sketch cards left to do for this month. We've got us a Charlie in the box and Hermie left. We were able to finish Frosty the Snowman and we have Bumbles, the Abominable Snowman. So getting these guys done was was kind of a priority. I definitely got excited about Frosty, but peace sign. Bumbles is not, so I gotta sign Bumbles. But yeah, so definitely try to get these guys done. I also spent the past hour and a half, 2 hours making sure my setup is good, as in computer wise. So hopefully I won't have any weird random disconnections. So at least that's what we're hoping. All right. So let's start with Charlie. Charlie's kind of fun. He's got all sorts of fun colors on him. Hopefully we can get Charlie and Hermie done. And then, yeah, not much, man. What's up with you? Definitely been a busy week. Everybody, I imagine, is having a busy week if they're planning holiday stuff. If you're not planning holiday stuff, it's all good. It has. It has been. So I will say the past month has just been chaos, absolute chaos. But, yeah, we're trying to get back into the swing of things. Try to keep things going a little more steady. Definitely my day job has kept me on my toes, and definitely this week was no exception. So with my regular work and this stuff on the side, and then also a project that the writer has been very, very patient with me trying to get stuff done. I've just been really, really busy. So, oh yeah. So hopefully we could do a little bit more of these whatnots, get these videos up and moving a little more. I've got a studio space I'm trying to get prepared so that I have a more of a contained room for my artwork as well as selling. So that would be really cool to have that as well. But right now we're just kind of chilling out where we are. So I hope everyone is able to get some, rest here soon instead of just the normal weekend rest. I will not, but I'm also not doing it for several reasons. I've got a lot of extra stuff I have to do for work, and it's all good. It's all for a good cause. So we will get. No one likes a Charlie in the box. Then we'll have to get a nice little picture of Charlie here because I don't remember what Charlie looks like. But we're going to figure it out. I know his hat is red and black. His nose is red. His cheeks. We will start off super light pink and work our way there. But, so yeah, here we go. His box is pink. I do know that. That I remember. Any cool pieces? I'm trying to think if there was any that really stuck out to me that was just fantastic. I don't know. I enjoyed Frosty. I thought he was pretty awesome. But I'm also currently working on new prints that I'll probably be selling as sets. They're Madball inspired pieces, so nice little 80s things going on. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. I mean, then I've got these from this month. All the Rankin Bass ones. Gosh, I really do like this Mr. Hyde. He was really fun to do. I'm trying to think if there was something else that I had done recently that I was really, really impressed. I can't think of it. But I know I'm trying to work on a couple of sketch covers as well as some of my other cards that I've been wanting to use up. I've had these for years. So, I mean, there's so many 80s things that I could use, from Transformers to G.I. Joes to even Strawberry Shortcake. I do have, that's right, I've also been working on a couple of new stickers that I'm going to try to work on. Some of them are based off of albums that I've really liked, and then some of them are just sticker designs I thought would look cool. So eventually I'll try to get those moving as well. I'm trying to also make sticker sets. So the albums are also, I want to try to make it where, I don't have an example near me. The album will be like a 3x3 sticker, and then I want to try to get records and cut them in half, and so it looks like the record's coming out of the sleeve. So, okay, I'm gonna go grab my phone real quick so I can start working on Charlie. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Alrighty, so back to Charlie in a box. Alright. There we go. All right. Let's see here. He does have nice little we'll use this color. I want to say his diamonds are green and red and black. So we got us a green and red. So if that's red, that would be red. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the pattern just so I don't make it look too goofy. Yep. What's up? Oh, hi. All right. So this would be red. All right. He's got little fleshy hands too. Cool. That is good. That is good. All right. And then we'll do his background is super light. It looks like the box is a little more pinks and purples than it is anything, but mountains in the background, definitely pinks. Pinks in a weird aqua green. So we'll be doing that. I want to say for most of this week, I think I'm done kind of doing the cards and stuff for Christmas. Because, man, oh, no, I forgot. I've got one more of these to do per our request. I have to do Rudolph. So, Rudolph was next on the agenda. So. Sure. So Rudolph should be fun. Heat Miser was pretty fun to do. I definitely want to try to get some more prints made of him. Black. This one should be green. That one should be red. Okay. Then we'll do the hat. That's light pink. Well, light red. Or if you're a red versus blue fan, it's a limited edition red. Oh, if we somehow also, let me state this real quick. If we do end up losing a connection, I will hop on and then we will stream it the different way from there on out. So hopefully we shouldn't have any issues. But I definitely did plenty of work before hopping on, making sure the computer worked. So a lot of troubleshooting and making sure things look good. So, and hopefully after the holiday season and stuff, I'll start looking at a couple of upgrades and stuff to make sure. So I hope you guys are excited for the holidays. I haven't even had time to really think about it, so I have no clue. I'm not as excited because we've just had so much going on. Got a birthday for one of my kiddos. It was yesterday, so today's the 21st. Yesterday, 20th, and that was a whole thing. And we're learning how to do new things around the household. So, trying to learn how to take care of new animals that we've never had before. And I mean, we've all been doing a lot, just making sure we're doing the best we can for everybody. So. Don't know if anyone's excited about what's coming up, but I hope you guys are going to have at least a really good weekend. Sometimes we just need a couple of days to make things bearable. Holidays aren't always the time for happiness, and I just hope that everybody does find some sort of happiness throughout this time period. So, but here we are. All right. Okay. Get that a little bit. Yeah, do that. Now we could probably work on those bells in a minute. There we go. Give him a nice little red nose. Good old Charlie. right. Okay. Just pulling up my, Facebook feed. Trying to make sure I pay attention to both. So, my fault. Anyway. I just had that pink, didn't I? Because I want to finish these cheeks. All right. A little easy blending. Same here, get this blended out a little bit. And then, give it a minute to dry. Probably go in and we'll start giving definition to a couple of other things. Like these little bells, right? A Kermit Predator sketch. That would be really cool. That's one of those things that I would not have put together at all, man. That's awesome. And we're talking about movie Predator, not like R. Kelly Kermit, right? That'd be awful. Sorry. That was a bad joke. I apologize. It's not very funny. Sort of is. I was just looking at my Predator Wolverine issues, and they're really cool. I think they're really fun. I just, I find it neat that they're doing those. I haven't read the Black Panther ones with Predator. I think those would be cool though. So, oh sweet. I will have to definitely look at it after this. Sometimes I have a hard time thinking of like, hey, should I do that? Like cross collab pieces like that. So that's really cool, man. I just would have never thought of that. Some stuff because I guess the Muppets have been around for so much and they've done so many things. It'd be funny to see like some references to pigs in space, but it's done in old Star Wars, or no, not Star Wars, Star Trek cards, like Deep Space Nine or Next Generation. Those would be awesome. It's Lauren. That'd be cool. Should make him a specific. What is it? Like sci-fi villains with Muppets, not puppets, but Muppets. I think that'd be cool. Whoop. Yes. Man, and there was someone I was looking at online. I cannot remember who he was, but he's been doing like weird Muppet crossover type stuff, and they're hilarious because it's like taking serious movies and making the Muppets into the actual characters, and they're gorgeous. just not right. So thank you, Lauren. Charlie is definitely turning out fairly well. I do believe someone will take him. People like Charlie in the box. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's just called low self-esteem. What a turkey. I've seen some of those, like people taking coloring books and then making their own things with them. And they're hilarious. But man, I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember the artist that was doing these Muppet crossover stuff that were just outrageous. Because they're just so good. Lauren, I hope you're able to get some rest today. Someone will tell you, I think we're all wiped out from yesterday. But yeah, if I knew that conversation, by the way, if I knew that conversation about Muppets and comics and their crossovers, man, I would have written that information down because, man, every time I see it, I'm just like, that's good. Super good. Good choice. We finished. We had to do birthday number 2 today, so we definitely had to step it up a little bit today, too. We didn't finish up at the sushi place until like 8. And then when we were done with that, man, we crashed. This one is not. You could definitely, if this is if you're interested in this piece, you could absolutely hit the commission and say, I want Charlie in a box. And I will send you Charlie in a package of Charlie in a box. Oh, someone just bought one? Woot! Wait, 2? Who bought 2? Okay. Yep. Send me the message of what you want, man. Heck yeah, I will do them. I will get those guys knocked out this weekend. I know, unfortunately, it won't get to you till later, but definitely we will get them to you as soon as we can. All right, I like Charlie that way. Okay. All right. All right. Awesome. I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you liked the pieces. I really liked how they turned out. I was very excited. It's such a... I did Heat Miser and the Snow Miser together, but horizontal. And then Cornelius, Yukon Cornelius. So if you go check out my Instagram, they both should be on there. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you liked it. Those were fun to work on. On my Instagram, there you could pull them up, and yeah, I think they turned out really well. It's instead of Wilbur bag, try. Let me type it in real quick. Oh, hold on. It should be. That's where it should be. So, yeah, check me out on that. And that's usually where I like throw up most of my new stuff. I have forgotten to throw up this guy, but each week I do a challenge with a buddy, and then we. I don't know, Margot. I haven't put Bumbles up yet, and me and my buddy, we do a competition every week. Bumbles was it. So if not tonight, tomorrow morning, I will be putting in this guy's submission as well as my friend's version. That should be soon. So, gosh. Is this Jello? She wrapped the damn cat. I haven't watched that movie this year yet. I think that's going to be, if I can't sleep tonight, I'm going to be watching that. Gosh, do I love that movie. Oh man, it has to happen every year. I mean that one's one of my favorite, but I think with hearing so much about how horrible it was to make that film, it makes me sad every time now. But gosh, do I love that movie. The Blessing. Gosh. Then she starts doing the Pledge of Allegiance and baseball. Do you believe Santa's on his way? Are you kidding me right now, Clark? Oh. So many good moments in that film. And as much as that movie is, I don't even know, would we call that even a part of a trilogy, sequel, or just, I don't know. That's my favorite out of all of them. Oh, I love the fact that they're like, your eyes aren't cross-eyed anymore. Yep, got hit by a mule again. Knocked him right back into straight as an arrow. Or however way he said it. Gosh. The squirrel in the tree. Oh, man. Just so good. What is... Oh, so... Okay. Let's look back at... So, Christmas Story, I mean, definitely as a kid was my favorite, just because it was somewhat relatable on like the cursing old man and stuff. That was definitely like my grandfather. And hearing stories from family members, it seemed very relatable. Um, but yeah, I would rather watch Christmas Vacation than Christmas Story. Um, though I love both of them. Love the deadpan Santa. One red rubber BB gun. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. And pushes him with his foot. Ho, ho, ho. Man. Oh, you haven't watched either one? I mean, they're definitely, if Christmas movies, or if like you don't have a family that watches that type of stuff, or if you're not a family that celebrates Christmas, I get it. Um, I think Christmas Story is so much of just that kid aspect of anticipation of what gifts. Has no feeling about Christmas spirit, none whatsoever. And I think that's why a lot of people don't like Christmas Story, is because it's not a real Christmas movie. It's just, documenting kind of what time was sort of like for that time. It doesn't have a whole lot of Christmas feeling to it. There's definitely a lot of, I don't know, weird similarities. Parents or people buying presents for themselves instead of for others. It's, yeah. The bunny pajamas. You can't go wrong with that. That's one of the better parts. Sometimes we get those presents that we don't like. We have to humor someone. I should get off right now and go watch them. Yeah, anybody should. It's, yeah, if you're not. But like I said, if I mean, we were talking to someone at work, and they're like, "Yeah, I was raised Mormon," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool," which is fine, And I don't think they've really watched a lot of that stuff. They don't celebrate that, but they're not Mormon themselves. They were raised that way, but um, I just think, it's like, yeah, if you want to kind of see what it's like, I guess, sure. All right, let's get a little blue in certain areas. Thank you, thank you. Try to make sure I have it nice focused. So yeah, it just seems like whenever I put my hand closer to it, you get to see kind of better color tones and stuff. And definitely this guy's going to have to get a little white gel pin touch up on a couple of places. Um, make things a little shinier, a little better looking. All right. I'll be right back. I gotta grab a pen. All right. that. Sweet. I think I need to probably make some of these not as all right. And last week I was talking about movies that were not Christmas movies but happened during Christmas. I still don't see why Die Hard 2 never comes up. Die Hard 1 absolutely, but Die Hard 2's there. It's just not as, I don't know. I like Die Hard 2. Maybe that's the one I watched the most as a kid, and that's part of my goof. But we still watch Nightmare Before Christmas on Christmas and Halloween. I think someone was. Is it like John McClane gets stuck at an airport, and I can't remember who the bad guy is in that movie, but I liked him like every time I saw him in other movies. I was like, oh, he's the bad guy in Die Hard 2. Deals with lots of snow and stuff. That's been a long time since I saw that. It was like every sick day I had, I pretty much watched it. That and Top Gun. Those were my go-to. That was like best part for my sick days was being able to like chill out and just watch VHSs all day. Yep. I could also remember some of those sick days, man. I would just sleep half the day anyway. I think for a good amount of time, most of my sick days were genuine sick days that just wiped me out. But yeah, that's what I. All right, must have put it back on accident. right, Charlie's looking fantastic. So that I get. Yeah. There are definitely times, like even with my own kids, if they've definitely been, I don't know, had a little extra time during the weekend. Sometimes I feel like they just want to stay home because they want to continue doing the stuff they did on the weekend, and I get that. But I also grew up like, depending when, I was in elementary school in the 80s, and then junior high and high school was in the 90s. So, like in some ways, we didn't have a whole lot of great things to watch, but we did. Um, but I was also a very, very super active, like imagination type kid. So I'd go home and like get my 5 favorite toys and just like curl up on the couch and play with them until I either pass out because I was sick or whatever. But yeah. And my parents, man, they were on top of it. They didn't let me fake sick, really. I think they were pretty on top of it. I'll say, man, my wife does this thing where she's like, if you just need a day home, and as long as it's not real often, like if you feel like you just need a day to yourself, just say something, and we'll try to do it. Try to make sure. I mean, there's definitely rules to it. They can't just stay home and play video games. It's like, look, if you really need a break, genuinely take that time to just relax, decompress. If things are super stressful, man. I think that's kind of a nice thing to do in some ways. Try to help teach kids how to be a little more, I don't know. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely went to school sick before. That's never fun. You're just like, eh. I remember those kids that would go to sick and throw up in the trash can at school, like in our classroom. Or the kids would have like really terrible accidents. It was like third grade or something, but like kids throwing up. Oh yeah, I remember those days. But I also remember parents sending their kids because they didn't have anyone to watch their kid, and so it was just kind of like, mom, dad's got to work. So I get that. All right, Charlie, you're pretty much done. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think Charlie's fairly done. The backgrounds are really weird because it's very simple for these days and times for when they were doing these Rankin Bass ones. I just put up, that's why. So like, I mean, they were technically just hanging out on snow on a lot of these. So it just seemed so blah back behind him. My ad. No, too dark. Yeah, definitely. I imagine it was also easy. I bet they were so super excited to have just like, yeah, the toys will be in the snow. The animators were like, thank God. I don't want to mess with these backgrounds anymore. don't know if you guys remember what was your guys' favorite like toys when you were growing up, if you got toys. Um, but I remember a couple of mine. I still have a couple of mine actually that I got for Christmas. One was the Rancor from Star Wars, and then one was the Secret Wars Wolverine figure, the first Wolverine figure they ever made. I didn't even know who he was. And then what was the other one? I can't remember if Dengar was one. Man, and yeah, those things were awesome. Like it's toys that you didn't expect and you got them when you were playing. Like I said, I didn't know what Wolverine was, but it was super cool. Turtles was awesome, but yeah, my big three was like Wolverine, Rancor, He-Man Slime Pit. That was the other one. He-Man Slime Pit. So awesome. Like not huge gifts, man, but they were like the ones I was just so in love with. And they just re-released a newer version of the Wolverine Secret Wars. I'm just waiting for it to come in. I cannot wait. Power Ranger toys back then. As much as I hated Power Rangers, I loved the villains and the toys. I thought they were just so good. Man, they were so good at just neat designs. Yeah, the second head with the flips. Yes. I remember my neighbor getting like the red one. Like everybody wanted the red one. And so whenever people got them, they were so super excited about those. Because the red ones were hard to find because everybody wanted the red guy. Until the green Power Ranger. I don't know if he ever had a flip head. But yeah, good old flip heads. We have a Power Ranger at my job, at work. Someone like brought it in as a donation for toys for kids to play with. And one of those, I want to say, early 2000 biddies. Don't do it. I hear it. Okay. If this cuts off, I will be back on because I'm hearing the same noise as last time, which is furious. Going to make me so mad. Better not. I did.